Okay guys, gonna go ahead and get this video review started here. This is open workout 11.5. It is 20 minutes, as many reps as you can get through as you kind of go through around and around through the workout. Starting off with these 145-pound cleans. I chose to do those as singles for most of the workout except for the last round. And most of that was just kind of based off of I didn't want my grip to give out on me on these toes to bar, because if you saw my video a few days ago, my hand slipped off on one of those and it was a little bit of a scare, thinking that if both hands had slipped off, I would have landed backwards on my head. So then the toes to bar, there was 10 of those, and then I'm going out and up the stairs for the wall balls, which are 15. 10-foot target, 20-pound ball. So 5, 10, 15, around and around and around. And that is 11.5. So 2011, the 5th workout. I was about ready to say the last workout, but I think there was 6 that year. And as far as the finish on this year, they did not have a 40 to 44-year-old age division. So I was just lumped in with all the young guns, and so anyways, my finish was not great on this, but more on that later. While I am putzing my way through this workout, I wanted to pull up an article that was on, or is on, CrossFit.com. If you go to learn, the Learn tab, and click on that, there's some articles listed down through there, and the one that was kind of up towards the top that caught my eye today because of this workout was Toes to Bar Made Simple, the ultimate guide to mastering this key CrossFit skill. And so sorry about that. That was written by Pamela. I'm going to butcher this last name. Gagnon. Gagnon sounds right. Gagnon. And she is a CrossFit level 2, so she's got her L2. And I think she has a background in gymnastics, obviously. It says, this article is the second in our series with gymnastics athlete and coach Pamela. We're going to call her Pamela. The first was on kipping pull-ups. Now let's move on to toes to bar. One of the most and I haven't read this article yet. Like I said, these videos I'm doing mostly for me, so I just kind of wanted to read through this and see what I thought about it, with having my recent experience here with toes to bar that you can see are becoming increasingly worse. One of the most common and frustrating skills athletes often encounter in workouts is the toes to bar. Since the inception of the CrossFit Open in 2011, toes to bar have been a part of 86% of the CrossFit Open seasons, making them a recurring challenge for many. So why do so many athletes find it difficult to do toes to bar as toes to bars? And I've seen that written. Maybe it's always says toes to bars. It's just interesting to me that they say bars, because there's only one bar there, but you've got multiple toes going to that bar. Maybe because you're doing multiple of them, it's toes to bars. Anyways, so why do so many athletes find it difficult to do toes to bars as prescribed? And if you're one of those athletes, how can you overcome this hurdle? Okay, the skill. To understand why you may struggle with this skill, let's break it down into parts by looking at kipping toes to bar. The skill involves 1, the kip swing, and 2, lifting the toes to the bar. The primary muscles needed are grip, lats, hip flexors, and core. You initiate the skill through extension and flexion as you move from the arch into the hollow for the swing. On the press back, also known as the hollow, you fire up the hip flexors, lats, grip, and abdominals to bring your toes to the bar. The return to the arch position happens quickly as you reset for the next kip portion of the skill. I think as I started failing these, Sorry, I got like a respiratory deal going on right now. I think as I started failing these, my problem was I was not kind of actively pulling those legs back down. You guys can be the judge of that, but that it feels like that's what I was seeing. Let's see what kind of happens here. So I'm kind of pulling those legs down and back, and I feel like I fail when I don't. I gave up on those. You'll see some failures. The issues. Kipping your toes to the bar requires 3 main ingredients, and if you are missing one of them and don't make a concerted effort, I felt like I was like lazy pulling those feet back on that one, and pulling my head back through those shoulders. I don't know. Let's see here. If you're missing one of them and don't make a concerted effort to work that weakness, you may get stuck scaling indefinitely. Did that for a long time. 1. Coordination. You must press back on the bar to send your hips behind it while your hips move into flexion so the toes can rise towards the bar. You must press back on the bar. So it's talking about that lever, right? Let's see here. To send your hips behind it while your hips move into flexion so the toes can rise toward the bar. The lowering phase of the movement is equally as important, which is what I think I'm messing up, as the lifting phase when trying to perform multiple reps consecutively. Focus on actively pulling your feet back and down as you move the chest forward into the arch position. I feel like as I was failing those, that's like I'm out of breath, and I'm kind of getting lazy in a part of that and trying to take a breath or whatever, and that's where I felt like I kind of relaxed, and then all of a sudden, instead of like getting back into that arch, I'm just swinging backwards. We'll probably see another example here on this next set. Performing this correctly will help you avoid unnecessary swinging when returning underneath the bar. 2. Strength. You may have the strength to complete the movement but are unsure how to fire up the primary movers, specifically lats, hip flexors, and lower abdominals. The tension created is the power behind the skill, which is equal to muscles doing work. That sentence was weird. The tension created is the power behind the skill, which is equal to muscles doing the work. I don't know what that means. Spatial awareness, number 3. Let's see what this set looks like before I go on. Yeah. There we go. Come on, bud. Ah, missed that one. And I did no-rep myself a couple of times on the. Yeah, that's what I'm smiling about, because I no-rep myself, and I think I did an extra one there to make up for it. Let's see here. Spatial awareness. This may sound like a simple concept, but if you cannot feel your body move through space as you kip through this skill and lack awareness of where each part is during each step, it will challenge your coordination and tension will be more difficult to apply. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure like that part where it talked about like getting back into that arch by getting your chest through and pulling those legs down. I think that's where I'm failing those. Okay, spatial awareness. Approaching toes to bar in a workout. There are plenty of scaling options for toes to bar you can do in workouts while you continue. Sorry, I'm moving. Moving here a little bit. Okay, while you continue to build the necessary components to complete the movement, by working on strength and timing while also recognizing and celebrating your progress, you will get toes to bar before you know it. To put your toes to bar to the test, let's break down open workout 12.3. Okay, that's an 18-minute AMRAP of box jumps, push presses, and toes to bar. Let's see here. Beginner athlete. Each round, in place of the toes to bar, complete 9 hanging shrugs, and 9 alternating V-ups. Okay? The hanging shrugs work the muscles to control and activate kip swing. The alternating V-ups will help you focus and build hip flexor and lower ab strength. And we did, before we were able to do these toes to bars, we were, so I started this back in 2022, so this is, coming up on 3 years. So there were a lot of months in there where it was doing V-ups or just sit-ups. We've got a GHD machine that allows you to do like a bigger range of motion sit-up. So we did we did a lot of scaling. Sorry guys, this cold thing or whatever I've got, it's getting to me. But yeah, we did a lot of scaling to be able to get to this point here. So these are still not looking terrible. Just a little over halfway through the workout. So I'm still so I will get to singles here eventually, but I'm still able to kind of keep those lats engaged and keep pulling those legs down. And yeah, see, I just died right there at the bottom of that. Died again. Okay, those were 3 singles then. All right. Yeah, so about halfway through, I think I was able to kind of get back to going here again on one of these. Maybe not. Nope, not on this one. Heading out to more wall balls. So the wall balls didn't feel bad today. I broke those up right from the beginning. I did 8 and 7, and I was pretty consistent throughout the workout at about a minute. By the time I appear around that door and back, I didn't know what I was doing actually during the workout, but as I went back and looked at it. Intermediate athlete. Each round complete 9 alternating leg toes to bar. I don't know what that looks like. There is a link here. I'm guessing it'll take you to a video if you wanted to try that movement. This combines the kip swing and the hip flexors, but doesn't require full strength and coordination. Intermediate plus athlete. Each round complete 9 snap down toes to bar. You will need to press down on the bar to activate your lats and send your hips behind the bar, mimicking the RX version. And I think when I'm doing those, my body is tilted just a little bit too much maybe from what they're describing here, because they're saying like hips behind the bar, but when my toes are touching the bar, my hips are like in front of the bar, or at least in the direction I would call in front of the bar. Mimicking the RX version and using full hip flexor and ab strength built from the previous 2 versions. The snap down portion teaches you to return to the start position quickly, which is needed to reset for the next rep. So I'm guessing that snap down means whipping those legs down. This rapid return is a key aspect of the toes to bar movement, and mastering it will significantly improve your performance. This should be done controlled with a slight pause before each rep as you build tension in your muscles for the next rep. Note, safety issues may arise when performing movements with a box below you and the bar. Ensure you have adequate grip strength and coordination to perform the movement safely over a box. I guess maybe you use a box for some of that. All right, let's see what these bad boys look like this round. Come on, get it. Okay. I guess my hips are coming. Yeah, they're coming back behind there. Okay. Maybe I'm not as bad off as I thought I was. Each option builds upon the other, working on the key issues of coordination, strength, and spatial awareness. No matter your option, you should finish the workout knowing you're building the skill. Yeah, see, that was a really lazy down with my feet there. I just kind of let them fall. Yeah, there I'm snapping them back. Okay. I'm kind of seeing this. Like, as I read it on here, I'm kind of seeing it happen. While these options are helpful in a workout, here are a few other ways to begin working on toes to bar. And then this section is called practice. Success in the gymnastics portion of CrossFit requires regular practice, not just attempts during the workout. Therefore, doing drills and warm-ups outside class will help you feel even more prepared the next time toes to bars show up in the workout. I'm not going to read through all these. There are, so it's just a little kind of day 1, day 2, day 3 kind of little practice that you can do that wouldn't take very long if you wanted to kind of get the hang of these a little bit more. And then it has some drills, and it's got links to all of these, which I'm assuming will pull up a video to kind of show you how to do it. So yeah, that's the article. That's, man, I wish they gave a phonetic like a pronunciation of her name. Pamela Gagnon, Gagnon, is the co-creator of Performance Plus programming and the free ebook 5 Key Points to Great Toes to Bar. So she's really likes the toes to bar. Oh yeah, I think I recognize her. Yep, because it says she's associated with CrossFit Mayhem here. So I watched a video that she had done. It was a class she was teaching at CrossFit Mayhem, and this has probably been a few years ago, where she was showing rope climbing technique, and man, it was really, really good. Yeah, she had some really good drills and practice on that I couldn't climb rope at the time, but I watched it, and then when I had kind of lost enough weight to be able to climb rope, it was really, really helpful. Yeah, Pamela, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I gotta remember how maybe I'll go back and look, and it'll tell me how to say her name. But yeah, I showed her picture here at the bottom of the article, and I'm like, oh yeah, I recognize her from that Mayhem video. Yeah, she straight up knows her stuff. So, okay, guys, that was the Toes to Bar article. If you're watching this and you're a long ways off from Toes to Bar, man, there's just so many things you can do between now and then to get it. Not that I've got Toes to Bar, like I can string. At the beginning of that, I had 10 of them that I strung together, and then it seemed like about 50 repetitions into it was when I really started failing. So if you think about if the goal is to kind of improve your fitness every year and your gauge is how well you do in the CrossFit Open, toes to bar, I think they say anywhere from 75 to 100 reps is kind of within an open workout is kind of that range. So I'm probably a little ways off from being able to go kind of full pace through an open workout. Like this one here, I finished 7 rounds and got the last, on the last round, got the cleans, and I got 5 of the toes to bar. And I'll tell you that was not enough. I needed to be able to do, so what was that, 7 times my 10 was 70 plus 5 was 75. I needed to be able to do 100 probably to kind of get my score up into kind of those higher ranges, because I ended up doing, let's see here, it was 220 reps, and that put me at the 19th percentile. So not 19th, down from the top, 19th up from the bottom. Now, this was 2011. There was only 8,620 men aged 18 to, I think they had a 45-year-old division, so 18 to 44. So I was in the oldest people in this group. The other thing about 2011 is it was the die-hard people that were doing it at that point. There, I just threw the medicine ball down the stairs because I didn't want to have to walk back up there and get it. So anyways, you're comparing yourself to some pretty stout people, the ones that were really dedicated there. So my place finish would have been 6,912 out of 8,620. So it's this was a humbling workout when I went and looked it up there, where to kind of see where I would have been at. But I felt good about my execution of it. The one thing I will tell you that I did not feel good about, I didn't even know what I was doing when I came into the gym this morning. I hadn't had a chance to look at anything the night before, and so I just got down there. I wanted to do wall balls. That's all I knew. I had been a few days, and I was trying to find a workout that had a couple of movements that I hadn't done, you know, the previous day essentially, and so this one kind of fit the mold. And anyway, so I didn't have a goal for it. I didn't map anything out like, oh, this should take me this long, this should take me this long. I want to be able to get 8 rounds in or 6 rounds in or whatever. So yeah, that was the one fail that I had today on this. Otherwise, I felt pretty good about the execution and just kind of moving through things. My breaks got a little bit long at the end. Wall balls stayed pretty consistent and good. Those cleans stayed pretty good. It was those toes to bar that got me. Hence, looking up the article and reading the article. So that's it for today, guys. Hope you liked the video. Hope you liked that article. If you do, yeah, keep coming back and watching these. They've been really good for me. I like looking up these articles and doing that. I've done that a couple times now, and I think I'll probably keep doing that. And I'm enjoying it. And if you don't, that's fine. You can still give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel and put the video on in the background and help out the channel so it gets to more people. So we'll talk to you later, guys. Thanks.